Hello everyone and welcome back to Farming Simulator 17 with your host HardTruck1. Hello everyone, welcome back to the farm. Alright, so as you can see by the monies up there in the corner, we are actually on our way to being um, done here. Or we're actually pretty much set up to ready to go. So off camera, I did quite a bit of work. I've got a little bit more cultivating to do on one of the fields, but I've only got like one or two rows left with it. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna finish up doing that. Then we're actually gonna start seeding. Now, in this episode, we're actually gonna seed two fields, or actually, we're gonna seed one. We're gonna seed one field. We're actually gonna seed three fields today. I know I said I wasn't going to probably do all of them in one show, but they're actually not that large of fields. Well, two of them are not that large of fields. The other two will probably, or the other one will probably be a little bit longer. The fields I'm talking are Field 6, Field 4, and Field 31. We're going to be planting wheat on them in this episode. Now, like I said, always, I will continue to take in seed and stuff and everything, but that'll all depend on how long it takes. If it takes 30 minutes to do 3 fields, great. I'll see you in the next episode. Um, but if it takes 30 minutes to do one and a half fields, then I will finish. Then what I'll do is I'll kick off. I'll finish off camera, and then I'll come back. We'll come back and do the next. Um, so as you can see, the temperature right now for ground is 34 degrees. We can plant five crops. Than that. The crops are canola, barley, wheat, sugar beets, and potatoes. We can plant those 5 crops. Well, we can also plant populars, but we're not planting trees. We're not doing trees in this one. Maybe we might do trees, but we're not doing trees right now. So anyway, so yeah, and then we're gonna grab the cedar right there after we do that, and we're gonna get going. All right, so let's get started. Let's just take a jog out to the tractor. It's not that far. Run past the house and take a jog through the cow pasture and right up over here. There we go. That would have hurt if I would have jumped into that fence for real, but oh well. Alright, so let's get our Johnny Deere here. Let's get it fired up. And let's get going. So, as soon as it... There we go. Now we can get going. The engine audio is a little weird. I don't know if anybody's noticed that while I was driving this tractor on the first field, but the engine note is actually fine once you get going, but that startup sequence that it has is a little awkward, I think, and everything. So once we get this field completely cultivated, I might go around and catch some of the little strivers that I missed. I might, maybe not. I don't know. I think the cedar we have actually has a cultivator system on it, so it should actually catch whatever we left. But yeah, this is basically what I've been doing. I've just been just turning around, dropping and going. This cultivator looks weird. I've never seen a cultivator with a hose system on it before, and the way the hose system looks, it kind of looks like it might actually be able to support a cedar, or not a cedar, a fertilizer tank, maybe? It's like almost like it should like go on the back end of a fertilizer tank as well. So it's like you're fertilizing as you're cultivating. I don't know, it just kind of looks, that's what it kind of looks like to me, is it's like, huh, why would this thing need hoses on it if it's just a cultivator? Alright, we'll get swung around. Can we catch it? Yeah, we should be able to. Alright, we'll get this little strip done. Then we'll go get the seeder and get the seeders prepped and ready. So field 6 here, field 4 on the other side of 5 right there, and then field 31, which is down in front of the farm. Those are going to be put into wheat, I believe. I believe I said that at the beginning, but I'm gonna definitely promptly say it now. So those are gonna be wheat. The reason why I'm going with wheat instead of like canola is because I really don't care for the amount of money that we get off of it. We need to get in the preparation for being able to prep for cows. And one of my goals is to try to get enough stuff today, or this year, to be able to maybe next year, possibly, after we plant, kick this into high gear so that we can get down the road a little way quicker. Possibly next year be able to start bringing in some cows. Now I've kind of tried to set up myself in such a way that's like, okay, well, I'm going to bring in as many cows as possibly can in the past. I don't think that's going to work with Seasons, because Seasons revamps the cows. Seasons revamps the cows to a point where the cows do not, you don't want to do too little with the cows, but yet you don't want to do too much with the cows either. Let's put this down. Unhook from it. Now hopefully our little itty bitty tractor here will pull this one, because I've had some issues in the past where you don't have the right tractor. You ain't going to do much. Alright, so let's build a seeder. Oh, I thought this was a fertilizer. I guess, okay, I thought this was a fertilizer setup one as well, but I guess it's not. Alright, we're full of seed. Let's go ahead and, I guess let's head to field 31 first. We'll just do field 31 first. Whoa, okay. My bad. You guys saw nothing. I guess that's kind of an understatement, because, you just watched me. I watched myself ram into it, and it's recorded, so, of course, I guess you guys watched it as well. Alright, we'll get in here. Now, I'm gonna do something that y'all probably haven't seen at all. On these style games. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start right here. But when I go back and forth, I'm actually going to lift and turn around before I get to the edge of the field. And then I'll show you why. I'll show you why. Okay. Here we go. We are planting wheat. Oop, get back over here. Not plant on that guy's field. I don't know what that guy's gonna do, but sure ain't this. Now, regarding missions and stuff, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do missions really with the seasons mod installed, because I think it makes the missions a little wonky and everything. So I don't think we're going to be able to do missions. If we are able to do missions, it's probably going to be very, very, very few. Alright. Be getting this stuff planted. And as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm lifting before I get to the edge and then turning around. So it's like here, I'm going to lift here, start turning, and completely around, drop. So basically what I am doing here is essentially I'm planting the center of the field first, and then I will take and actually then go around on the outside and plant the edges, the outside then, where I've turned around, because normally it doesn't, since there is actually no ground physics really to the game, what happens is when you turn and lift, you are actually pushing, your front wheels are actually pushing against the ground to turn. And that's causing ripples and stuff. Well, technically you don't want to leave those ripples on the edge of your field. So what you would do is you would plant the center of your field first. Then you would take and you would go around and you would go around and then plant your edges, because it takes out those little bitty wrinkles and stuff that your tires are leaving and everything. And all that stuff. All that good stuff. So, anywho. So actually it looks like probably, unfortunately, I may be just doing this field, the edges, and maybe starting on the second field. And then I'll probably have to do the second field and the third field off camera. So. But we'll go ahead and we'll get a majority, we'll get this field done, and then we'll probably get a couple off of that other one before I have to end it. Everything. So it's like right now, so I'm going to turn right about now. And the only other reason, I turned on the lights for this thing. Turn them on. Turn them on. Actually, that's not a bad light pattern. There's one more set of lights that turn on, but I don't see them. Oh, the front set turn on. But the front set don't have any light to it, so. Alrighty. actually, I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with these little 20 series tractors, because they're actually not that bad of a tractor. I mean, this one is just pulling strong. Now, unless I get onto that other one and it doesn't like pulling the hill very well. That might be the thing, is it might not like pulling the hills over there with this big old beast behind here. But it seems like it's doing pretty good and everything. Now, I know what you're saying. There's probably a few people out there that's like, you don't have your hazards on. Why would I need my hazards on out in the field? It's also kind of like some of the combines I see, they have that hazard light on top, and I have to wonder, it's like, why do you need the hazard light on the top of your, on that combine? I mean, I know it's tied into the grain. I know it's kind of tied into the grain system, or the grain bin on the combines, but, I mean, seriously, why would you need, why do you need that hazard light on? Or why do you need that hazard light to tell you when your grain bin is full? I mean, truthfully, I mean, you should know within a few runs whether or not your grain bin is filled. So, I mean, so I do understand slightly why you would have the hazard light, the rotators on top of your combine. I mean, I can understand for, traveling. It's like, okay, this is a wide, big tractor, wide. I mean, you want to let people way down the way know that, hey, I'm coming up the road and you might want to be slowing down to let me through and everything. And I can understand that with hazard lights, hazards and turn signals and stuff on tractors and everything as well too. It's like, hey, pay attention. I'm a very big vehicle and I could run over you. Okay, no, it went down. I was going so good, and then that one little turn, one tiny lag spike, and just threw me completely off. So. Anyway. Wow, you can barely, looking at my recording software, wow, you can just barely see what I'm doing at this time. I mean, on my screen, it is nice, bright, and cheerful, but on my recording software, it is almost the color of night. I'm gonna have to play around with my software and see if I can make that actually record a little bit brighter, because that to me is very, very, very dark. And it's kind of like a Minecraft too. I mean, I record Minecraft and it gets any slightly dark and it's like, nope, nobody can see anymore. So I either have to place torches every 5 blocks, or I have to just go sleep and roll it today. That's kind of like here. There's no way I would be able to record this game at night in the game, because it is too, I mean, my recording software makes it so dark. So it's like recording at night, really, truthfully, is not really an option. So it's like when it starts getting night, I either have to do one of two things. I either have to stop recording, do whatever the heck I was doing, roll time forward, and continue and then start recording again, or roll time forward, or just bite the bullet and roll time forward with you guys and just lose that amount of work time, because it's like it's like cultivating. When I left you guys, it was like 7 or so at night. Whoa! That one got away from me again. I wonder why it's doing that. Really truthfully wonder why it's doing that. Anywho, we're gonna get this. Looking at the time, judging by the time that I have left on my video, on my recording, we're probably gonna get this field completely done, completely seeded. We're gonna get this field completely seeded. We might be able to start on the second field, but I'm definitely gonna have to. I'm definitely gonna have to do that field off camera, and the next field off camera. Because those are gonna be probably, because if not, it's probably gonna be like two episodes of me nothing but planting. Alright, we're starting to get down to the last little bit here. Alright, I'm just gonna plant off the fields here. I mean, I know it's kind of weird, but... Oh, this guy has fields already planted. Alright, so we're just going to plant across the top now. And see, and pretty much what you would do is you'd swing out here, and you would plant where you lifted, from where you lifted over to get the little burrs and stuff and everything from there. It looks like I was doing actually pretty good. I got pretty darn close to the end here. Alright, I'm gonna drive out in this guy's field, only because we know he doesn't mind. Alright, not gonna worry about that little bit in the corner. This is basically how, this is how a lot of the farmers around our area, my area, this is how they plant. A lot of them plant corn, and I don't have the correct equipment really to show you how to plant corn. Really, but I mean, it's just pretty much it. Now this year, I just come over here, Looks like it's gonna take 2 swipes. And a lot of it about, you know, planting and everything is just consistency. And a lot of you people, a lot of you that are, you know, like new to farming and everything, just keep in mind that this game, yeah, I know, I don't own that field. This game does show you quite a bit about farming. But don't think that, oh, you can just go out and buy 3 tractors and a handful of equipment and think, oh, this is going to be easy. Because no, really, in theory, it's not. This mod, the season mods, kind of puts a little bit more perspective into what farming is all about, because you do have different, they're called farming seasons. You do have different aspects of it. One of the things is when you're actually running tractors do not, I mean, tractors the way in game, I mean, tractors do not do, like, I mean, so the season mod, the gearbox mod, and some of the other mods that are out there that I know of, they really put realistic play, and I'm not taking and saying like the realistic engine and stuff and everything. That is something completely different. But it's something like this, you know, the gearbox mod added with, you know, seasons and everything. This right here will put you into this will right here actually gives you a good perspective of what these machines do. I'm just going to catch this little thing and then we're going to go to the next field. These mods give you a good recollection of what the vehicles do. Now, I would not be doing 25 miles an hour across this field, especially after I just planted it. That's a big no-no. But the only reason why I was doing that is because there's not really a percussion on it. Let me fold the seeder up. I could go through the gate, but I'm not going to. What am I trying to say? Oh, so basically what I'm trying to take and say is it's like, okay, for the average person to just go out and go, oh, hey, I'm going to become a farmer. Not going to be that easy, because I will guarantee you that the work is going to be quite massive. Especially since in this day and age, a lot of stuff is very, very expensive. So you're going to it's like right now, this tractor doing really good is now struggling to go up the hill. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. We're just going to put rear diff on. There we go. Now it pulled straight. Now I'll kick the differential out. A little bit more wheel slip, but we're good. We're gonna get. So I'm gonna have a little bit of trouble in this field, going up and down. But that's okay. That's okay. I think we've got a good enough tractor that it's good. Because when I kicked in diff lock, there, it didn't take much to get it to turn, to keep going. So, oop, I didn't do exactly what I was going to do. That's okay. Alright, but unfortunately, folks, that is going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed me talking about random stuff and also planting. I'm going to get this field planted. I'm going to get field 6 planted, and then possibly we'll go from there. Oh, before I go, I'm going to show you. Get close enough. I did purchase a few more items before I returned all of that loaned money. I went ahead and bought another little tractor so that we have 2 little tractors to run the stuff. I believe that little tractor can run this baler and everything, so that's how we're going to do it. In addition to the mower, I also got the windrower, and I also got the teeter attachment to these little tractors. I remembered that certain balers, I don't know about this one, but certain balers, if you don't have the right, if you don't have it teetered and then windrowed, then they don't like picking up the bales. So that's that. But other than that, yeah, that is pretty much it for the farm. So, next episode, we're gonna try. Hopefully the ground is warm enough. Hopefully the ground will be warm enough in the next episode to get the next fields, the other 2 fields planted that we need, which is going to be corn. And yeah. So anyway, until that time, I am Hard Truck 1. This is Farming Simulator 15. Or not 15, 17. Farming Simulator 17. I'll get the numbers correct. I'm sorry. I've been playing recorded Farming Simulator 15 so much that yeah, I still got it on the brain. But anyway, this is Farming Simulator 17, and I'll see you in the next episode. Laters.